Bismillah, walhamdulillah, wassalatu wassalam ala rasulillah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi. Inshallah, you're all well. A small quick reminder for all those listening. كما قال الله عز وجل في محكم تنزيله وذكر فإن الذكرى تنفع المؤمنين. Of course, all of us are in dire need of reminders. So a reminder benefits the brothers and sisters. So if you remind your sister, if you remind your brother, then verily know, even if they know, each and every one of us are in dire need of being reminded. We know that we're in this blessed month of Ramadan. This month is so beautiful, where we know that it is a month for us to utilize and get closer to Allah. First and foremost, how do we know that this month is an important month? We'll touch on some points. This month is a month where each and every single Muslim that is not excused, meaning they don't have a medical condition, they're not traveling, they're not old, that have reached the age of maturity, and they are, if they are from the women folk, they are not on their monthly cycles, then they should fast. What is the proof? يَا أَيُّهَا الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا كُتِبَ عَلَيْكُمُ الصِّيَامُ كَمَا كُتِبَ عَلَى الَّذِينَ مِنْ قَبْلِكُمْ لَعَلَّكُمْ تَتَّقُونَ. O you who believe, we have prescribed upon you fasting, as that which we have prescribed upon the nations that came before you. So another benefit as well, many of us don't know that the nations before us used to fast. لَعَلَّكُمْ تَتَّقُونَ. So that you may what? Achieve piety, become pious. Ya ikhwani wa akhwati fillah, the whole essence and purpose of Ramadan is so that you can become, or you can get closer to Allah Azza wa Jal. You can get closer to Allah the Almighty, and you may attain piety, being pious, because you're fasting, you're leaving off the shahawat, you're leaving off, because the meaning of siyam in the Arabic linguistic language means al-imsak, or at-tark, meaning to leave off or to abstain. So you abstain from what? And in the meaning in the Islamic meaning you abstain from all of that which breaks the fast, from eating and drinking, and your desires as well, meaning from intimacy. You abstain and completely leave it off from a specific time, from the Fajr time until Maghrib Salah. And you do this, of course, in a way that is befitting, meaning also you preserve your mouth and that which comes out of your mouth. You preserve your tongue. You don't say you don't utter foul language, and don't say bad words. Also, another benefit is that this month of Ramadan, we know that it is the month where the Quran was revealed. What is the proof? قال الله عز وجل شهر رمضان الذي أنزل فيه القرآن. This month, in the month of Ramadan, the Quran was revealed. What day? Laylatul Qadr. The month of Ramadan was the month where the Quran was revealed, so that it may guide people, meaning the Quran, hudan linnas, and it is a means of guidance. So we should take it as a means of guidance. This month of Ramadan is a month where one should try their utmost best to become a better Muslim, just like all the other months, but specifically this month, because there is no excuse for you in this month specifically. All the shayateen are chained up and they're shackled up. This month is a month where one should be from those that remembers Allah. So make a timetable for yourself. Ya ukhti wa ya akhi fillah. Make a timetable within this month of Ramadan that after Fajr I would read a page, even half a page, 10 verses. Just keep it consistent in this month of Ramadan. This reminder for myself first and foremost, and all those listening, because it's something that's difficult. كما جاء في صحيح مسلم, as a hadith came in Sahih Muslim, it's authentic hadith. أحب العمل إلى الله دومه وإن قل, meaning the most beloved actions to Allah the Almighty are the small ones, but that are consistent, continuous. So read that which you can. Don't try and go and read 15 ajza and then the rest of Ramadan you don't do nothing. No, read just 10 verses, 5 verses. Just do that alone, just that every single day at a time that suits you, whether you have responsibilities, work, college, university, whatever you may have. Even if you're a mother, you can still take time out, just 5 minutes. Just read 10 verses and keep it consistent. And also after Ramadan, keep it consistent. That is the way where you know, inshallah, that you are bettering yourself. Not in the month of Ramadan you do a lot and then after Ramadan finishes, that's it, you go back to your old ways. Why is this the case, ya ikhwani wa akhwati fillah? Why is it that we don't fear Allah and we only fear Allah in the month of Ramadan? Are we part-time Muslims? This should not be the case. Remember that Allah Azza wa Jal is giving you an opportunity after an opportunity. If you are alive today, then Allah has chosen you, Allah has blessed you. So utilize it wisely. Read just 5 verses. Keep it consistent. Give sadaqah, even if it's just £1. Just give it £1, maybe twice in the month of Ramadan. I'm just saying the bare minimum. Do the bare minimum. Give it once in this month even. And do it throughout all the other months. You'll see a difference in your life. Wallahi, you'll see a difference in your life. As some of the Salaf they would say that giving sadaqah would change the rest of their life. Meaning they would have barakah in that which they have. Many of us were blessed with a lot of wealth. But is there any barakah? Is there any blessings in our wealth? The main thing is to have barakah. In this month, you utilize it. Where before you break your fast, you make dua. And remember, the dua of a person fasting is accepted. So you're fasting, number one. It's the month of Ramadan, number two. What more can you wish for? Make dua. Ad-dua silahul mu'min. You don't need to ask the people because they get tired in you asking them for help or for assistance or support. Ask the one that created the people, Allah Azza wa Jal. Have a relationship between you and Allah the Almighty, because He Azza wa Jal never gets tired from His servant calling to Him and supplicating to Him. So make dua. Another reminder, I'll just remind all of you all, many of us are heedless of, that when you break your fast, the Islamic ruling is that you should say Bismillah. Upon breaking your fast, you say Bismillah and you have something light, some dates, milk, water, fruits, whatever that which you're used to and that which you like. But as soon as you finish having a snack, I should say, then you should say the dua. Because many of the people, they say the dua upon breaking the fast, which is wrong. You should say the dua after you've said Bismillah and you've put something in your mouth, then you say the dua. Why? And we're going to see with the meaning. The dua is that one should say ذهب الظمأ وابتلت العروق وثبت الأجر إن شاء الله. ذهب الظمأ. What does that mean? That meaning that the thirst has gone. The thirst, because of course when you're thirsty and you're hungry, it has gone. وابتلت العروق. And the arteries are what? They are moist because you put some sort of liquid inside your system. وثبت الأجر. And surely the reward is certain and is sure and it would happen inshallah if Allah wills. So meaning you should say Bismillah, break your fast with something light and then say this dua. And remember, don't forget, when you're breaking your fast, try and make dua. Try and make dua during the whole period of time when you're fasting. As it is mentioned, it is known that the most beloved people, or the ones that are greater in reward, are those that remember Allah when they are fasting. So ya ikhwani wa akhwati fillah, don't forget, this month is a month where you should utilize it. Try and make a timetable. A timetable is very crucial. Just make a small timetable, a schedule, something maybe in your head. Write it down on your phone that say, I will not go to sleep today until I accomplish A, B, C, D in terms of worship. Do the adhkar, the remembrance of Allah, in the morning after Fajr and after Asr. Do that. Teach your children. A lot of us were heedless. We forget this month is a month of Ramadan. If you have children, then make them understand what Ramadan is. If you have little girls, little boys, tell them the month of, many of us, we just fast and we tell our children, did you fast? Are you fasting today? Did you pray? But tell them, teach them. When they don't know what they're doing it because of you. When they get to a certain age, maybe they'll leave it off because they feel like they were forced. They were not made to love that which they're doing. So teach them, have wisdom as a Muslim. Know that I have a child, I have a responsibility. So I should teach my child. Okay, it's the month of Ramadan. Let me make a period of time when I come and I sit with them and I read to them a story, explaining to them what Ramadan is, what Ramadan consists of, why we fast as Muslims, what's the benefit behind fasting, what is the wisdom behind fasting, what is it that we as Muslims have to take this thing, which is the pillar of it, from the pillars of Islam, as it comes in the hadith, shahadat an la ilaha illallah. Arkan Khamsa, of course we know there are 5. Shahadat an la ilaha illallah, to testify that there's no deity or no one worthy of worship except Allah Azza wa Jalla in truth alone, and that Muhammad sallallahu is his messenger. Wa anna Muhammadan Rasulullah, wa iqam as-salah, and to, of course, to pray the 5 daily prayers. Wa ita az-zakat, and to what? To give zakat, charity. Wa sawm Ramadan, and to fast in the month of Ramadan. Wa hajjul bayti in istata' ilayhi sabila, hajj al-bayt al-haram in istata' ilayhi sabila. So of course we know, and hajj. So we know that this thing that we do, which is fasting, is from the pillars of Islam. But do our children know it? Do we teach our children? Many of us, it is very important to check on our children to see whether they have revised for the exam, whether they've gone to school on time, whether they have done well in the exam. But how many of us take time to see whether our child understands the basics of our religion, like the month of Ramadan, fasting? We should also take our children with us where we're going. When we go to Taraweeh, we should use this month and utilize it to make our children grow up in the masjid, in the houses of Allah, because the most beloved places to Allah Azza wa Jal are the masajid. So utilize this time instead of watching and wasting your time in idle talk and watching series or movies and what have you, or comedies. Take time out in this month of Ramadan to teach your child what the month of Ramadan is. If you have children that are older, they should be coming with you, accompanying you to go to the masajid, to pray Taraweeh. It's not long, an hour, hour and a half, or even less, every single night. That way, inshallah, when they grow up, they will become inclined towards fasting and they would love it, and thereafter they will teach their children. So I ask Allah Azza wa Jal to make us from those that benefit from this month of Ramadan. And don't forget, من صام رمضان إيمانا واحتسابا غفر له ما تقدم من ذنبه. Whoever fasts in this month of Ramadan, with iman, with faith, and seeking Allah's reward, then his sins will be forgiven. غفر له ما تقدم من ذنبه. That which came before, his sins will be forgiven. Of course, his minor sins. ومن قام رمضانا إيمانا واحتسابا. And whoever prays in the month of Ramadan, i.e. meaning tahajjud and taraweeh, غفر له ما تقدم من ذنبه. إيمانا واحتسابا غفر له ما تقدم من ذنبه. With iman and having high hopes for seeking reward from Allah Azza wa Jalla, the Creator, and then his sins will be forgiven. What more could you wish for in this month of Ramadan? It's your chance. It's your opportunity. You only have one chance. You're not guaranteed to be alive next Ramadan. Utilize it wisely. Utilize it wisely. وصلى الله وسلم على نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين ومن تبعهم بإحسان إلى يوم الدين.